Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, gamers?
All right, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Music Disc Reviewer. So in 2020, me and Tune Fever TV ranked every studio album by the New York noise rock band Sonic Youth. So first, if you're not subscribed to Tune Fever TV, go subscribe. This is not a joke, by the way. He's really great, and you need to go subscribe. But in our ranking, we did not include a series of albums they made under the label SYR, Sonic Youth Recordings. So SYR was created so that the band could create some highly experimental music without the pressures of a major label. Now, these albums may seem difficult or just like complete nonsense, but they're actually really interesting, and if you open your mind, you will discover the really awesome aspects to be had in their music. You know, I would even argue that some of these albums are as good as their best studio albums, such as Daydream Nation and Goo and New York City Ghosts and Flowers. So for some more background, the members of Sonic Youth are Thurston Moore, Kim Gordon, Angus Young, and Bon Scott, and they're most famous for their song Back in Black. All right, so make sure to hit that like button, and let's get into the first album. So you'll notice that some of these albums only have a few tracks. The first SYR album is just 4 tracks, and the best track is the 4th track, Mailloux de Corrosion, which is 7 minutes of abrasive drilling noise. It's really intense and exciting, and it's an indicator of what is yet to come in the SYR series. I mean, this track is just loaded with colossal sound, and there's so much going on. Here's a sample. Alright, this album only has 3 tracks, and the best one is the 17-minute opening title track. It's very buzzing and clashing and screeching. It's very post-avant, as it were. Alright, you guys, the tracks keep getting longer. This album only has 3 tracks, with one being 20 minutes long and another being 30 minutes long. Now, this raises the question, are these tracks too long? And the answer is no, of course not. 30 minutes is the perfect amount of time for Sonic Youth to convey their messages. You see, the SYR albums are about pushing music and sound to the absolute limit. These tracks take their time, but it's absolutely worth it because we get to hear really cool things like this. Alright, so this album actually has 13 tracks and is an hour and 43 minutes. For this album, the members of Sonic Youth featured works by other composers, and they also collaborated with other musicians. The end result is brilliant, you guys. There's just so much going on. It feels like a journey through time and space itself. And there's one track I really want to focus in on. It's called Pendulum Music. So Pendulum Music is originally a work by composer Steve Reich in 1968, in which he suspended microphones from the ceiling and he swung them back and forth above speakers, which creates a feedback loop, like a pendulum. And Sonic Youth recreates this process, and it's a masterpiece. I mean, there's just so much emotion and power in this track. It's truly mesmerizing. You know, this really is the absolute limit of what music can truly be. What a captivating work created by the Sonic Youths. It's a musical achievement. SYR number 5. This album is also longer, has 11 songs, lots of electronics on this album, really good stuff. Yeah, here's a listen.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red?
Alright, you guys, SYR 6. This album was recorded live, and there are 3 tracks called Heady Jams. It's honestly relaxing and kind of soothing the way they just improvisationalized for so long. You know, again, it feels like a journey, So I'm going to play an excerpt, and I want you to really focus in and pay close attention to the intricate details featured in this track. SYR 7 is another live album, only 2 tracks this time. It's even more extensive, droning jams. I really like the part in track 1 where it goes, I mean, you could even say it references. Alright, so we're finally here. In my opinion, this is the best SYR album, and it's also better than any Sonic Youth studio album, in my opinion. SYR 8 is live. It's only 1 track. It's an hour long, and it is a collaboration with the famous Japanese noise artist Merzbow. Now, Merzbow goes hard, but what I like most about this album is, well, it's an hour long. It's just this infinite tirade of noise that never lets up, not even for a second. Now, fair warning, as I play this clip, you will have to completely open your mind and, more importantly, be ready. You know, I would not recommend playing this around children or animals, as it may be too frightening or intense. All right, here it is. All right, this album is the soundtrack to a 2010 French film called Lights Out. I've never seen this movie, but the soundtrack, it really captures the suspense that you would come to expect from a thriller film. So here you go.
Where are the diamonds? Gone as a day like that, I can't see, yo. Just remember that all I find is cobble. You need to watch so you don't fall in the lava.
And finally, the final SYR album, which was released on August 5th, 2020, and is actually a live album from the band playing on August 5th, 2000, 20 years earlier. So this album actually has the band playing popular Sonic Youth songs, such as Schizophrenia and Cool Thing. I still like this album a lot, but it feels kind of mainstream, you know, having popular songs from their regular studio albums, their regular catalog of songs. Remember, SYR is about being as experimental as possible. However, it's still very good and feels like a good conclusion to the SYR series.
I kill witches like a habit, but nah, I don't kill no rabbit. But diamonds, I gotta have it, you got none, that's stupid tragic. Murder this beat like I hive the bees, that's a honey scene. They help my plants grow faster, I am a good Minecrafter.
Transition. Alright, you guys, so I actually really like Sonic Youth. They're an amazing band, and you should go listen to their actual studio albums because they're really cool. You should listen to this one and this one. But more importantly, you should subscribe to the Music Disc Reviewer. We got tons of new, awesome, epic videos coming up and epic Minecraft content.